Dacha How, Wosha Michael Larson, Wosha Neiman Depungu. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Larson from BBC IML, and this is A Moment with Mike. So I posted a question the other day on Facebook about curiosity. What makes you curious, or what are you curious about? And there's a lot of great responses to that. But one in particular was Richard Gordon, and I thought it was good. He said everything. Basically, he said, I'm curious about everything. We have to be. You know, we go through times in our life that we seem to dedicate to a certain season of life. And the greatest time in our life for learning is when we're kids. And why we learn so much when we're kids is because we're so curious. You know, the 20 questions. You ever been with a 2-year-old and they ask question after question after question after question? They're completely curious, and there's no. That is the time in our life when we learn the most, and we should learn from that now. That it's the curiosity that made us learn so fast. And then we get to be an adult and we stop doing that. We stop being curious about things. And we have to have the curiosity of a kid. You know, we took care of some of our great nieces at one time, great nieces and nephews. And at the time, I think the movie, actually our nieces and nephews, but at the time the movie was Lion King. And our niece, Kayla, she would watch that over and over and over and over again. I bet she watched that 200 times. And every time she was completely fascinated, completely fixed on it, because she saw something new each time she watched it. And it was that incredible curiosity that made that happen. Then we get to be adults and we watch one movie and we never watch it again. We lose that curiosity and our learning slows down. And I think we need to be curious. You know, our mechanisms, I've heard this several places, that the mechanism of our mind is 1,000,000 years in the making. And part of our mind was created when saber-toothed tigers were around and we had to protect ourselves. Well, there's no saber-toothed tigers anymore, so now we protect ourselves, I think, a lot in not learning anymore. It's the fear of learning. And fear and worry puts us into survival mode. We need to be in acquisition mode. So curiosity is part of acquisition mode. We have to be curious. We have to be curious about everything. And that's where learning comes from. We have to be entrepreneurs in everything in life, in relationship, in learning, in business, in everything, in friendship, in our personal development. We need to be entrepreneurs. And an entrepreneur does 4 things. They test, they fail, they learn, they apply. And then they go back and they test again. And they do it over and over and over and over again. And each time they do, that curiosity of testing is what helps them learn. And so we have to have the curiosity. We have to stick with curiosity. We have to be curious about everything every day. And we can't see it as fear and worry. So that's what I do, is I think about what I could share with other people, because fulfillment comes from sharing. If you want a happy life, do a lot of sharing. But you have to be learning in order to share, and that takes curiosity. So I think about what I could learn new today that I could share tomorrow and give myself that happiness and that fulfillment I'm thinking that I need. So curiosity is part of that. Think about something that you've always wanted to learn and go after it. Absolutely go after it, but don't go after it as something that you're just going to store away. You need to, once you learn it, share it. That's part of giving the gift that God gives us. So that's my take today on curiosity. Have a super fantastic day. I hope this finds you well. If you have an idea of something you'd like me to talk about, I love to hear about things like that. Email me at mike@inspiredmotivatedleadership.com, or you can text me on Messenger. And once again, have a super fantastic day, and we will talk soon.